So Piedmont is a town of 5,000 people. We have 1,200 or so students in the school district, and in our district, 68% qualify for free or reduced lunch. So that's a pretty large percentage that live close to the poverty line. So it's a community that's made up of middle class and also kids who live in families that struggle financially. So as I'm driving downtown now, and you can see that, there's a local hardware store and there's a coffee shop, but there's also, lots of stores that no longer are open, whether it's a real estate company or a jewelry store. So it's been a dying community, and even though we're a city, 5,000 people is not a lot. So it's a pretty rural area, and there are times throughout the school year that we have parents come in, or we just find out accidentally that there's families who are living in houses whose power has been turned off because they're behind on their bill, and so they're living without power, or their water has been turned off. And when we started with Empower Piedmont, it was just changing our whole approach to teaching and learning, but probably the most important thing was giving all kids, no matter what income level, giving all kids the same opportunities through technology and access to technology. The traditional way that we've taught kids in this country for, a couple of hundred years now is kids sit in straight rows and everybody learns at the same pace, and that's not how it works. And so technology gives us the advantage to really personalize and individualize. So, if I'm learning a concept a little slower than you are, then teachers, where we can't hire private tutors for every student, but teachers can use technology to provide instructional assistance.
But that was how we did it back then. And they did this time and again on these particular islands: Guadalcanal, Bougainville, Tarawa, Saipan, Iwo Jima. What do you notice happening? What's the pattern that you see?
It's a complete circle. It's a complete circle.
Billy came to me as a junior, okay? And Billy had it rough, obviously. Billy in the classroom when he was younger, the classroom environment didn't suit Billy. Billy was kind of a loner. He was kind of that kid that wanted to sit in the back of the classroom and not really have any attention drawn to him. But the MacBook initiative here has been a lifeline for him because it's allowed him to get back in the game. And so when he essentially quit 11th grade, it gave him an opportunity to come back as a senior this year and be successful. And he's been able to do that because we have the online class. He was able to have the extra class work.
I've been trying to catch up on some classes where last year I wasn't doing so well. It was crazy. And this year I've been able to catch up with most of my classes. I'm making better grades, just B's. I haven't made a C yet on my report card, so it's just been all A's and B's. I've been doing better than I did last year.
Somebody tell me why Okinawa was important. Billy's had a complete turnaround, and I want to say that a good part of that is because he has this chance that our technology initiative gives him.
Because kinetic energy is energy derived from motion, we find that the faster atoms or molecules move, the more kinetic energy they have.
It was nice, every kid having a laptop, but what really took us to the next level was not having to worry about what your assignment was, whether or not kids had access. So internet access 24/7 is what really separated us and let us do the type of things that we're doing now.
We call it the Kelvin scale.
Most of us here, we struggle really. I'm one of them, and being able to have internet and being able to do your work at your own pace I have more opportunity. Knowing about a computer and how to use it, I have more opportunities in the real world than besides in school.
Probably the thing that was most amazing to me was that students, kids that we didn't realize how bright they were, that once you put a device in their hands and gave them the opportunity to explore learning and produce in different ways,
That's what it makes.
the smartest kids were some that were sitting in the back of the room not saying anything. So it's really always been about opportunities for kids, and ultimately opportunities for kids become opportunities for the community, and to really transform the way that our community is viewed from outside, but probably more importantly is how we view ourselves as a community.